What the fuck is this thing? All of the windshield, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. What the fuck did I say? That didn't sound for shit, did it? And here, under the hood, we stored something that'll really come in handy if it doesn't fall out and break my leg. Ah! What we're doing is we're building a fucking industrial film, trying to give these guys everything they can get. I mean, that's it. Fuck it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. We suppose we open... Gotta do it again, right now. Oh, fuck. 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 Oh, fuck. Shit. Tony, do me a favor, will you please? Will you? Will you do me a kindness?
Leave.
Yeah.
I think I want to be walking in and out if you're going to fuck up and I got to come back.
I don't make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tony. Don't slam the fucking door. No more. Listen, I've got to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me. This is going to be very hot. It's going to be very uncomfortable for everybody. Want anybody yelling? We get anybody yelling around here anymore today, and then the shit is going to hit the fan. And they fit the diverse needs of a very big fern, and they fit the needs of a very diverse buyer segment. Why can't I remember? I wrote this stuff. Why can't I remember it? Why don't I say it fucking right? What does the goddamn line say, Tony? What is the goddamn line? I don't give a shit what the line is. I fucked up the word rear. I can't even read the fucking VO straight. What the fuck was that? We got flies all over the fucking place. Son of a bitch. Get out of here, you fucking flies. There's a fly over the headlight, Tony. We got flies coming for us. Fuck. Fuck out of here, you flies. We got 3 flies, 5 flies. And if you will, make sure, if you will, we don't have that fly on the left side, on the passenger side, because we don't have that in frame, but make sure we don't have any flies here. And we don't have any flies. Here we go. Get out of here, you goddamn jackass. I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning. God, I can't fucking make my mind work. Tony, give me a towel for just a minute, please. That... I'm blinded by that fucking hot light. Goddamn son of a bitch! What do you mean, I'm gonna fall off the fucking thing? Fuck. Just keep running. Bullshit. I'm gonna slate this fucker. All right, I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody.
Still speeding.
Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass. And I'd like to kick your fucking head in. Meet innovation. Money. Fuck. Not even funny anymore. Son of a bitch! Jesus Christ. Fuck! Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck off! What the hell's the line? Shit! What the fuck is it? Can't remember the goddamn line. The accoutrement that you will need. Accoutrement? What is that shit? I don't know, shit. It's just all gone. I get so goddamn diuretic when I sit here, and my mouth just never stops. For 1989, each individual storage compartment has this controlled light that you can put up your fern if you want to. How's that? What shot is it? Oh, shit. What did I do? Did I walk through it? It's going to be very helpful in keeping you from falling down, you big dumb son of a bitch. You're disturbing what's left of my brain. Yeah, but my mind is such shit. To say nothing of the flies in my head. Got a fly in my mouth and every fucking other thing happens. If I knew what the rest of the line was, then I would be in good shape. It's amazing how I just babble. Uh-oh. I guess my mind is going again.
My body is dismembered from my mind completely, which is pretty average with me.
There's no words there. There's no words on it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. I've never seen that. Fucking thing sucks. There's no words there. Okay. Ready? Take it away. Go, go. Yeah. Go, go. Yeah. Go, go. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Go, go. What's that mean? To play us out? To end the show? Yeah.
What is up, everyone? Episode 159 with my guy Stone Ninja. Shout out to the Dojo crew who's all probably watching, chilling. But yeah, shout out to Ninja for coming on the program tonight. Before I get started, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody out there in the cyber world that jumped on our sale last week, which I need to take that off my screen. My bad. Sale, if you missed out, you missed out. Sorry. But yeah, if you missed out, you missed out. But anyway, yeah, thanks to everybody who got down on the sale. I have a fuck ton of orders, and I love all of you, every single one of you, independently, separately. I love you all. But most of you got a shipping confirmation number. I know I say this a lot on here, but just because you got your shipping confirmation does not mean it's going to be in the mail immediately. That means I printed all of the orders, all of the shipping tracking information, or all the shipping labels. I printed them out, stuck them on my table, and I'll go through them about the rate of 75 to 100 a day. And it's going to take me 4 to 5 days minimum before I can even package all of the seed packs and get them all out to you guys. So please be patient with me. There was a fuck ton of orders. You guys got a smoking deal, and it might take a few more days before you get them. But I appreciate all of you guys. Hang tight with me, as this one might take a second to get there. Also, some of the older stuff, some of the clone guys, you guys should be getting hooked up here real shortly, actually. Pretty much start of the week, Monday. A lot of clone stuff going out also. But without further ado, I want to talk about sprayed on terps this episode, which is a new and emerging bullshit thing. And also want to talk about the THCA market a little bit. And I figured without further ado, let's bring on Stone Ninja and we'll just shoot the shit, do a homie check-in. But without further ado, let's find the man. Let me see if I got the screen. Here he is, the one, the only, Stoned Ninja. Thanks
What's
for coming on the
up?
show, dude.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me, bro.
I always, anytime.
Yes.
So I'm going to start it off. We'll just shoot the shit a little bit. I just got to do a check-in. I haven't seen you too much since the Grand Prix, but I've been grinding over here. But how was Hawaii? I wanted to go to Hawaii so fucking bad. I missed the trade show. It's one of my favorite trade shows to go chill out. Ultimate tax write-off of the year. How was the show this year? You got your nice fat big 10 by 20. Told me, hey, come take half of this. I was like, I'll totally do it. And I bailed on you. So how was Hawaii?
Hawaii was good. It was the 7th annual one. I've been to 6 out of 7. It was good. It was way better than the past 2 years, the past two that they had.
I was going to ask you, did anyone show up this year? Because last year, the year before, it was billed as like the holistic naturopathic healing show. And the word cannabis didn't even appear in it. So I feel like no one showed up that knew that there was, seeds for sale and all kinds of shit. But they have some people stroll through this time?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of people. It was way more open as far as what you were able to acquire at booths.
Nice.
Way better attendance, way better vibe. I was worried at first because the past 2 years, I wasn't even going to go this past year. I was like, dude, if I do go, it'll just be to walk the event and just enjoy, you know what I mean, the islands. But
I did that
I was
one
like,
year. You remember that year I got a scooter? I didn't even work. I was like, I think you guys were all there working. I was like, I'm not working. I'm getting a scooter and I'm going to be scooting around and smoking weed, having a great old time. And that was a fun weekend, but I did not earn $1.
Oh no, I mean it was fun. I was like, yeah, dude, just go cruise. I'll push the beans, bro. It was a good time. Yeah,
So
Hawaii was dope though.
I saw something sort of unrelated, but your anniversary, your wedding anniversary, I don't know how many years this has fucking been, but I think you might have celebrated out there at the old temple a little bit. But it was like 26, 27 years or something. Tell me how many years, man.
So I did this very stoner strategic. We got together in 2000. So I know that year, right, is 2000. So every year from there is how many years we've been together.
Easy math.
And then the day we got together officially was on leap year day. So that day only comes every 4 years. That one's not hard to forget because I'm like, what day is my anniversary? What's leap year day? That's the
So
day.
you've only had like 4 true anniversaries.
Technically, it's only my 4-year anniversary, but on paper, it's 12. Yeah,
Nice.
so 24 years together and 12 married.
That's fucking unheard of. I feel like in today's world, congratulations. All props go to you and your lovely wife, Blue. I got to ask, what is the secret to a happy marriage? You guys have defied all the odds.
Oh, the secret is smoking a bunch of weed and just beating your wife, dude. You beat her into submission. You tell her what the fuck to do. I'm a man.
He's joking, everyone out there. To save your emails, he's joking.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's a lot of compromise. It's a lot of understanding, and sometimes it's just like those things where it's like I really don't want to do this, but I should do this, right?
Yeah.
It's those subconscious things where it's like you should be doing it, so don't be a lazy asshole and just do it.
I hear
It's a
ya.
lot of love and understanding, dude. Just being patient, a lot of patience, and a lot of communication, and a lot of learning how to really share everything.
Totally. It takes work, man. Relationships are work.
Yeah. Yeah. You made it when like your lady's sitting down to take a leak and you pee down through her legs on the same toilet. It's like,
My God, bro.
unison urination, dude. That's when you made it.
You just took it to a whole new visual that I don't know that the listeners were
Hey,
ready to
you
go
guys,
to.
you want to know the secrets? I'm letting you know the sauce to the recipe here.
All right, so I'm gonna transition out of that one. State of the trade shows. I have that written down here. It's an awkward transition. We just talked about Hawaii a little bit and how it was a little bit bad, but you continue to do these trade shows, and I'm curious. Like I asked you last year, I think probably at this time of year, but what is the current state of trade shows in your opinion? Like worth doing, worth attending as a customer or consumer, worth doing as a vendor? Where do you stand?
Right now, I would say they're worth it. You have to be very selective. There's a lot of them where there's goals per event you go to, right? Like for me, it would be like I want to reach out to the people where I have attention, right? And they have love and support for Dojo or Stone Ninja. So I want to be present there to give them the best deals and stuff. And then also it's like networking from there, like people I need to talk to, distribution, commercial facilities, other breeders and stuff like that for collaboration. So
Do you find it
I
hard to
think
network? I'm just curious because, like, I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm just not feeling it when I go like in public to these things or whatever, and it's like I don't want to go hobnob and take everyone's business card and kiss everyone's ass, and I'm not in that mode, if you know what I mean. But I've noticed
yeah.
you stay in that mode either if you're feeling it or not. Like you stay in that mode, you stay professional at all times, and you are like a master networker. What's your secret to that, man? I feel like that's a challenge.
Honestly, I hate it. I feel like I'm bad at it, honestly, and it sucks because like there's times right where you want to deal with someone, but there's so much other outside drama, right? Where it's like, damn, you have to. It sucks to have to think at these levels, but it's like, okay, if I deal with these people or associate with them now, how's that gonna affect my brand or my name or my integrity?
Totally.
So there's those parts, and there's other things that are underlining that you don't know, like, oh yeah, I did this collab with this breeder, and then come to find out he beats women and kicks dogs out windows, and stuff like that. So there's always that weird risk,
The shit you
like,
don't know. The people that are in this, you
yeah,
don't really know their backgrounds and whatnot. I don't
yeah,
know.
and then overall trust. Like, can I trust myself or this person to do long term business, or is it just like a quick pump and dump? You
Sure.
know?
Do you have opinions or tips or techniques that you might use when you're trying to, like, I'll say it this way. A lot of people hit us up to do collabs, and I can't do collabs with every single person that hits us up. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about all the
Yeah,
mega guys. I'm talking about all the little home growers and everyone's trying to make a name and emerging, and I support them the best I can. But we can't do them all. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
have you ever approached someone to do a collab potentially and not really gotten not basically got a no or just ignored? And do you have any, like, what would you do if you were potentially trying to collab with somebody and maybe you're not getting their attention? I feel like you'd be a good guy to navigate that.
then I just don't entertain it anymore.
Like if you don't
I'm
fuck
not
with me,
gonna
I don't
push
fuck
it.
with you. Really, it's all good.
Yeah, yeah, it's all up, bro. Like, hey, I want to do stuff with you. I think you're great. I think your work is great. I'm really into it. I want to do stuff with you, right? I want to make some dope ass stuff with you. And if that other person isn't into it, then from there it's up to that individual. Well, how is their ego, right? Where's their ego at? And then all the other like hidden agenda things that may or may not be part of it.
Sure. And sometimes on these collabs, like not naming anyone at all specifically, but sometimes on these collabs, like majority of the work is done by one side. So it's like you're fanboying out on somebody and you're like, dude, I really like you. Can I use this thing or something? And you do all the work and end up giving them a cut just because of their name or their whatever likeness to the strain or something along those lines. Or other times it's a pure 50-50 thing where it's like you do this part of the work, I'll do this part of the work, we'll meet up in the middle. But sometimes, the collab isn't as much of a collab as you may think it is.
Yeah, it's more of like acquiring of clout.
Or hey, I
Can I
made
use some of your
this.
clout, bruh?
I already made this. I already did this. You mind if we collab up on it when I sell it? It's like, well, I wasn't really associated with any of the phenotype selections or any of the other shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, you get that a lot too. Ask more
Yeah.
for like forgiveness instead of permission kind of things. You know what I mean? But
Forced collabs, baby.
forced collab, yeah. Um, speaking of forced collab, Free Seed Day, you going this year?
Yeah, I am. You want to come out?
I may come
I'm
out.
trying to.
I've never
You
actually been to
come out,
Mace's
baby?
Free Seed Day. Like, I don't really know
I've been
how
there
it
every
goes.
year.
I've seen the crazy line. We talked a little bit about maybe doing one in Colorado potentially. I like the idea. Maybe even bring Mace and you out and like we'll just recreate Free Seed Day in Colorado. I don't know that we'll get the LA lines here,
I
but
talked to Mace. I talked to Mace about this last free seed day before when we were all setting up in the morning. I'm like, bro, this line's too big. It's too crazy. You need to do an event. Like, get a venue and do a legit event and get boosts and get all the homies in there and make it a dope thing. Make it the new thing, bro. You're already there. Like, do it. Then he's like, no, I kind of like it like this. Like, it's a lot
he
of
likes the
work.
chaoticness. Yeah.
Yeah, then the next year, this motherfucker, what's he do? Takes my idea, baby.
Oh, yeah, I
So
heard he
yeah,
moved it. Obviously, he doesn't have the shop anymore. I heard he moved it out of the shop, so it's going to be more of
yeah,
an event this year, I think. So props to him.
yeah, yep. Come out, come out.
You may be able to lure me out there. Let's
I
talk
got the
about
booth.
let's talk about you and Dojo. What's new? Do you have for those that don't know? If you guys don't know Stone Ninja and you're in the L.A. region, you're an idiot because you should know him already. But if you don't, you got to go check out his flower, which is basically his breeding specific special phenotype that was found, and your boys sell it. I want to get the name wrong. It's not the Cure Company. Who is it?
Yeah,
It
Cure
is a Cure
Company.
Company. My bad. Yeah.
Yep.
So you got to go to the Cure Company and you got to rock out some Stone Ninja OG. But I'm curious, what's new? You have new flavors on the shelf? Any new breeding projects you want to talk about?
Oh boy, yeah, I got a lot. I got a lot of stuff
Got a
under my
lot.
sleeve. Yeah, yeah, a lot of there's the Stone Ninja OG. I'll be doing some fem stuff with that. Um, I'll consider doing regs 2025, but for now we'll do a fem line of it. I have some like pretty much my whole focus this past 2 years, 2.5 years has been OGs, sours, chems, and that weird old good old piff. Some of that weird old midsy haze, bro.
It's crazy how that's making a comeback. It's not a comeback. It never went anywhere. But to me, it's like the only strain, maybe short of Skittles, that is on the market that is ugly. But if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Finally, some weed that's not like visually pretty, that actually is
Yeah.
fire as fuck. And I'm down for ugly weed to come back. Like we need to make ugly weed great again because ugly weed is still fire. But man, this fucking cross it all to fucking I don't know some
Oh,
purple
dude.
punch gelato something and just increase the terps through the roof and yeah, then
Runs Lotto, baby.
runs
Lemon
gelato.
cherry runs Lotto, bird.
So little fem work coming.
Yeah. Some reg, some more ninja fruit.
Did you
Um,
lace up the shop with any new flavors at all? You have plans to kind of change that strain out or introduce more?
yeah, for the shop, definitely once things are finalized and ready for the public, we'll load up the site and get with some select distribution to get some product in their hands for everybody.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Until then, it's just random I'll just sneak some stuff in randomly on the
Just
site.
dropping where you drop. So you got to get in where you fit in. What's the
Yep.
next trade show you're heading to?
I'm not sure. There's a bunch on the list. Gene Traders. I'm sponsoring them their VIP this year, so I can hop on like any of those shows. PIFCon. I'll be doing PIFCon. Breeders' Cup in August. I was gonna hit you up about that. There's one in Ohio, first
Nice.
week in August. So
I don't think I've ever
Breeders'
been to
Cup.
Ohio in a working capacity, so
It's
that
worth
might be
it.
cool. Oh, yeah.
We should do a 1 week tour out there, brother.
I saw you kind of tease something. I was curious. I saw you throw up a Spanibus post. Do you dare re-enter the country of Spain, bro?
So I was all set, and last second I just had that feeling. I had some weird feeling. I was like, I have to cancel. So I had to call the sponsors and be like, look, dude, I'm sorry. I got this weird PTSD right now, and I just have this weird gut feeling. And
I had a weird feeling about it for you. It's weird you picked up on that. I was like, Ninja, you better not go to Spain without me. Not that you need me, not that I could help you in any way, not that I could translate or do anything for you. But I was just like, we were destined to go to Spain on that trip that COVID fucked up and have a good
yes,
time and go to some cannabis clubs and do Spanibus and work the show. And when I saw that you were going out there, I was just like, it's like my ex-girlfriend is like living my dream out there. And I was like no.
that was the other part too. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta make sure Dark Horse goes out with me because we still gotta go to Amsterdam and shit,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. We had a whole
We gotta make
itinerary. We
up
had a
for
whole
this shit.
plan. And it all went to shit. For the folks that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, we'll repeat it briefly on the show. But Ninja and I went to Spanibus in 2020, the year that it was canceled, the year of fucking COVID. And we were very like apprehensive about. We met up in New York, and we were about to get on the plane to go to Barcelona. And we're like, "Do you really want to get on this plane? Like, I don't know if I want to get on this plane. There's a chance that we get over here and, they're going to shut borders down or who fuck knows what's going to happen. And Spanibus is probably canceled, but they haven't officially said it yet. So should we just go ahead and do it?" And we jumped on the plane. And how long do we have there, Ninja? Maybe 4 hours, 4 hours?
Dude, like I would say within 12 hours, 8 hours even, we were gone, dude.
Yeah, within 8
We were
hours, we were
gone.
back on a plane. So, like, we went, checked into our Airbnb or VRBO, whatever it was. I remember Trump got on the news, and it was like, we're shutting the border down, or everyone needs to come back to America immediately, or something. We were like, motherfucker. And Spanibus, as soon as we landed, Spanibus was canceled. And
Yeah.
I loaded my phone the second we got to Spain and turned it on. And the first message is like, Spanibus canceled. I was like, of course, we just flew halfway around the earth for the show that was going to be canceled, that we already thought was going to be canceled, but we went anyway. And then we went back. But also I remember telling Ninja, like, don't worry, it's going to be awesome. It's all good. Like, come chill. We don't have to go into great detail because I'm sure we'll go back at some point. But the customs border didn't love you when we went through. I walked straight through that thing like I was a fucking bird flying through like the bars. And Ninja was like, we need to come over here and do a butthole inspection, basically.
Hey, don't I know you, guy? Come here real quick. Don't I know you're on TV or something? Bro, yeah, that was some shit. Yeah, they they went through and found some stuff I was trying to sneak in, and they took it, but they didn't find everything. Thankfully, they didn't find
Never
some
find
other
everything.
stuff. So
Sorry, I just realized it's lagging out for everybody that's watching visually. It probably words are not probably matching mouth, but the audio is clear, so we'll just keep rolling.
all right, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, dude, they confiscated some stuff, but I was able to slide through. I think one of the guys had sympathy for me because he kept touching one spot and looking at me
He's like, I
like
feel you,
weird.
man.
Like he's like, I know what this is, playa. But yeah, dude, that was a weird trip. Like I get to sleep and I wake up, I think I'm having a dream, and homie's like crying, bawling, like, we gotta go home. We're
We gotta
gonna
go
be
back.
stuck here forever." Yeah, and then the whole credit card thing, I had the wrong credit card that would expire. So thankfully my lady was awake so I could get the other credit card activated to get our
Such a debacle.
$2.5 million fucking plane tickets
I
back.
forgot about that. We were, along with everyone
Yeah.
else on planet Earth, we were on like Orbitz, Travelocity, like every fucking travel thing you could think of, trying to book tickets out of Spain. And they would like, you'd like select it and then poof, it'd be gone. Or you'd select it and by the time you went to the checkout screen, the price was raised to like $12,000. You're like,
Yeah,
$12,000 for a coach seat from fucking London to New York?
Right?
what the fuck is happening right now? It was like living a movie. And
It was,
yeah.
dude. And what was cool though, I was able to drink a Coca-Cola in many different countries that day. Spain, Germany, London, and then America.
Traveled all over the world that day just to try to get it home, like 5 layovers. I don't know.
Oh,
We are some travel warriors. I'll give you that. We should get a badge,
dude, more than that, dude, like a medal,
more like a medal.
a
All right,
plaque, a whole statue.
let's get on to the topic of the show today. I didn't tell you what we're going to talk about, but I'm just curious your thoughts because we're seeing more and more of this. I keep hearing about it in New York, and like the packs are kind of sprayed with terps, and people are actually starting to get kind of sick from it and getting headaches and like. But out in Colorado, I don't see a lot of sprayed on packs. Like, what do you know about sprayed on terps? How the fuck do people do it? Like, what are they actually smoking? Do you know anything about it?
Out here in Cali, we've been doing spray packs
We've been doing
since
spray packs since way back.
I mean, we started this shit back in 20 shit. When did let's see. 2014, like 10 years ago. There's already sprayed terp packs, dude, out there.
That's nuts.
People didn't even know.
I know, obviously, and I'm sure many of the viewers know, like putting a banana peel in your jar, or orange peel in your jar, and like leaving the jar sealed for a little while will, you know, basically change the flavor of your cannabis to oranges or something along those lines. We've also used a machine in the past that we were R&Ding. It's called a Yofuma, and the Yofumas were like negative pressure terpenes. So you almost like a whiskey barrel where you would kind of age your cannabis in the same barrel over and over again, but you build it with negative pressure, so it would kind of force the terps and the smell and the flavor like into the bud through this negative pressure. And it actually worked. It mildly worked. It was really cool. And we started experimenting with artificial terps to put them into the box, and we were able to do it through basically a negative pressure kind of way. But it always tasted a little funky to me, and I always called it Frankenstein weed. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. But what we're talking about specifically here, and I think what you're talking about, is people who grow dog shit flavorless weed, who line out the pounds basically on the floor, or I don't know how they do it, on table, and then they just spray them with like a mister device that basically contains terpenes, which can be bought
Put a little terpenes
anywhere.
and fentanyl in there.
A little fent.
Shit. Yeah.
Have you ever
one of
smoked
the fuck no. There was a couple dispensaries in the Bay Area where I first ran into it. One of the dispensaries was a Green Door. They had some shit called Bazooka Joe cookies, and you could smell the sprayed bubblegum Bazooka Joe terps, like the fucking fumes coming out of the jar, like, you know what I mean? Like you could tell.
It's like perfume
or
something. It's like an indicator would be it smells like too fragrant and not really like cannabis. You're like,
yeah,
what?
It's overly artificial is the best way to explain it. It's it just raises many flags right away when you smell it. You're like, wait, what?
So,
and even the texture and color of it is a little off. You can really pay attention to that.
So yeah, say for the casual buyer at home that may be watching this and you're wondering if you've ever bought sprayed on terps, or if you don't know if you have or whatever, you would probably know because it does have a distinct sort of taste to it too. I'm speaking on some of the experiments that we did in the past a long time ago, but it definitely had a unique flavor and taste, and it was different as fuck. And if you've ever gotten a bag of cannabis that was just different as fuck, I don't know how to describe it, like fragrant in all the wrong ways, but yet kind of smelled like a perfume or something different, it's most likely been sprayed or treated with something that, not treated, that's the wrong word, sprayed after the fact, after harvest, with something that is trying to, I guess, spice it up. But I remember back in the day too, I'm sure this still happens, but people used to be sprinkling all that baking soda all over their pot. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Oh, they get it to fizz up to see? Yeah.
Well, they were, I think it was baking soda because they were trying to get like a glisten or a gleam, so kind of like fake trikes. But if you put lemon juice on your weed and it started like fizzing, you knew that your weed had fucking been doused with baking soda. So manipulating cannabis is not anything new in the history of time, in the history of fucking pushing shitty cannabis. But it seems to be very prevalent right now. And I don't know. I'm sure Cali has it, and I'm probably going to get roasted for saying this, but it seemed like a lot of it has been pushed to the east. Like everything from the west that always won't sell obviously gets pushed to the east, and then they're fucking with it in a way before it actually goes to the street, where it's like, why would
Yes,
you cut cannabis, basically?
it's people taking advantage of people that aren't educated and making a big buck off them.
Sure.
That's plain and simple what it is.
A
We
lot
can
of
break it all
times,
down.
it
Yeah.
probably also isn't actually flower. In the reverse of kind of the next thing I want to talk about, a lot of times it's just hemp that, is
Hmm.
very low in THC, where they can buy pounds for, say,
Yeah.
$50 or something like that. So they buy
I
100
was
pounds and then
just
spray it and send it.
I was just talking to my buddy in Long Island, glass blower buddy, and we're talking about that exact thing where people figured out years ago, dude, I could get these hemp packs, dope ass looking hemp packs for $100 a pound. Get the liter of disty, throw some terps on there, spray it, and I just made some chronic, dude. Most
Exactly.
people would just think, "Oh, this is fresh weed." Like, yeah, it's fresh, bro. You can see how moist it is and how see, you smell it, bro. It's fresh, bro.
If
And
this
people
is
are like,
freaking
"Yeah,
you,
yeah,
if this is freaking you the fuck out listening to this or watching this, all the more reason to buy your own seeds and grow your own pot, because
yep,
like you truly don't know the channels that the cannabis has probably been through by the time it gets to you, particularly if
yeah."
you're in like a non-legal state, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't pass some of these shady dispensary owners to spray their fucking terps. If you have pounds
Mhm.
of pot you can't sell at all, like I
California's been doing it the past decade before 64 rolled through.
no wonder the legalities of it. I've never actually looked into it. I've never considered this stupidity of a thought, but like, I suppose you could legally probably do that here. I mean, as long as you'll still pass testing in some way, you probably could do that. But
I
it
think
should,
as long as it doesn't hit certain like carcinogen levels, or if
yeah.
it does, you have to state it. Like, oh, smoking this is definitely going to up your levels of getting cancer. Then
That's
that would probably be
what
the
I was
way.
gonna kind of get at is like, if you artificially enhance your terpenes in any way or do anything like that, you should have to put a disclaimer sticker on the jar that's like a giant exclamation point. So like,
Yeah,
are
no
you
pregnant women.
sure that you want to do? You sure you want to smoke this? Like, and you shouldn't. It should just have like parentheses under it. Like, you shouldn't want to do this.
It's like the European cigarette packs with like black lung and disease
Sketchy
all in
shit
it.
that you might see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. That's it. It does say it has some sort of effect, but all those places just invented a new product where they sell cigarette pack sleeve holders. I don't know if you noticed that, but you can buy
Uh-uh.
like for 99 cents or whatever euro, you can buy like a plastic container that slides over your cigarette pack, so you don't have to look at the disgusting images of like, I don't know,
That's
aborted
funny.
babies and crazy eyeballs that have like shit growing out of them. So along the same line, there's another topic I wanted to touch, which is the THCA market, which this is kind of been emerging where we're seeing like THCA products being sold federally legal as hemp in like gas stations all across America, particularly middle America. But if you stop at any truck stop driving here to wherever, anywhere across middle America, you're going to run into a handful of these THCA products. And a lot of them are vape carts, vape pens, but gummies are even on the shelves, like all kinds of different products. And I mean, THCA is basically like something. I'll just say it this way: it appears that people are selling regular fucking weed and calling it THCA, and that's all you need to do is say it's THCA, and then make regular gummies and regular carts and regular shit and put them out. It doesn't appear to be hemp derived, because you see people doing this, like where then they go to the gas stations in the Midwest or wherever the fuck it may be, and they're pulling all of these products and finding out that they absolutely have like Delta 9 THC in them. But I'm just kind of curious, like I guess what I wanted to ask you is like your thoughts on its effect to the marketplace, because I know Colorado's slowed down in like annual sales. Like we used to do like a couple billion, and now we're down to hundreds of millions, and it is what it is. Like everything is getting legal across the country. But I kind of wonder, like, cannabis tourism used to be a huge thing for whatever state, going to Cali, going to Colorado, going somewhere. And then now it kind of feels like everyone from Texas to Oklahoma, I guess not Oklahoma, to like whatever, Missouri, to all these Midwest kind of places are basically being inundated with this THCA market. And you see them online, you see them on Instagram, you see them everywhere. Like people are selling this shit openly as fuck everywhere. So I wonder, like, what is your thoughts on the effect of the market to that? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Originally, I thought it was people getting hemp packs and just spraying it with Disty, and that was the THCA whole thing. And then it became like, oh, people are just selling weed and calling it THCA. Um, I don't know. I haven't put much thought into it, but I feel like the way it's heading is going to end up like carts, where carts had this weird, like, semi quasi fucking pandemic, and everything got fucked up and shut down from it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like from there, that's creating some type of like, it's going to create some type of regulation or a way for authorities to get into certain spots and be able to bust people or something. I
mean,
just think it's weird.
They seem to be
Yeah.
totally aware of it, but they also seem to be hands are tied because they're calling THCA not the product. And the funny thing about it is like when we test our products in like the dispensary or the legal world, a lot of times the THCA is clearly the highest thing. Like you'll have like, 25% THCA or whatever. We go off total cannabinoids. So we use the THCA in those flexing 30% reports and everything else you see. Like it's kind of an interesting thing. And I had a buddy who was just at Champs in Vegas, and he came back and he kind of reported the same thing. He's like, bro, he's like, there was at least 20 booths of people just sitting there with pounds, looking like a dispensary shelf. And all they had, they're just calling it THCA, just selling pounds and pounds of pot, like fire-looking weed for, I think he was even saying they were getting like a crazy number on it. He was like 1700 right there on the trade show floor. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're selling pounds for almost more, really, in a lot of cases, more than you're getting regular flour. Like, my head is exploding on all this. That's why I say it. Like, this THCA thing is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why I want to look more into it. The people that have gotten feedback from that have smoked it. A lot of them didn't really care for it too much. They said it was pretty poopy. So I'm wondering if other people are just using it as a loophole to push regular packs.
I mean,
Which
they
I'm
have to
assuming
be.
that's what it is.
So that's kind of what I was getting at. It's like, it's a giant fucking loophole where it's like, reminds me of the Chappelle Show skit when it's like, when you can go get music online. He's like, you could go download whatever over here, or it's like, or you can go over there and get the free music, and like, there's just like a stream of people running that way or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, you can get in this mumbo jumbo corporate legal fucking nonsense of a game, or you can just go get a hemp license and sell and trap THCA on the internet like a motherfucker
me,
and kind of be untouched right now.
That's what THCA is to me, is dweeds, bro. Like when he gets, remember the same Chappelle Show, he gets pulled over by the cops. Like, don't worry, man, it's dweeds.
I forgot about that one too.
Yeah.
Man, we need Chappelle Show to come back. Somebody start a petition.
Dude, this society is too soft for Chappelle these days. Impossible.
Impossible. Do you see like THCA products all over like California, LA? Are they kind of like trapping them out, or is it really being pushed to places
All the cigarette shops,
no dispensaries?
All the cigarette shops. I mean, if you know, some cigarette shops, you get, some cool stuff there. So there's a few that are definitely pushing it, dude. They got everything. Like, we have mushroom gummies and THCA carts and pre-rolls, and like they got a whole section of just psychedelics and chronic, dude.
I mean, that's LA. I always find LA funny to me because, and I actually laugh and give them credit for this, because like regulation came to LA and LA laughed in the face of regulation, because there's like a million fucking bodega ass sort of things that you can figure out in LA. And I kind of like that about a city. Like a city kind of becomes alive when there's pushback like that. Whereas in Denver, we had regulation came to the city of Denver and everyone was like, yes, sir, please, like, regulate me. I would love to be regulated. And everyone that wasn't doing it right basically closed, and is just different. But it's a lot like New York in that sense, where New York has a lot of, I don't know what you want to call them, like semi-gray area legally open dispensaries that don't really have a license but are allowed to do what they're allowed to do under their weird New York flex. So that's a transition into something I saw you talking about. Saw you post, well, Ninja owned 3 dispensaries in New York. I don't know if it's too early to talk about anything, but what do you have cooked up with that? You threw a teaser out there. What's up?
Yeah, not so much owning, but just being a part of it. But yeah, it's still in the infant stages of some talks.
Looking at
Uh,
doing a
yeah,
store or chain of stores or
yeah.
being a part of a stores in New York.
So there's a celebrity that hit me up in New York about it, and they have their investor and stuff, and they wanted to pick my brain and have me involved with it. So, um, yeah,
Potential
just
opportunity.
potential opportunity. Absolutely, absolutely. So if things work out and there's the red flags get addressed, definitely going to move forward with it and really start working on that. But if things look kind of weird and I don't feel comfortable, then I'm just going to respectfully decline the opportunity.
Yeah, I hear you. New York's a weird one because, like, you can, in a weird way, I feel like you don't want to be first in New York because they're gonna fuck you around so much. It's almost like let them have that battle royale that's gonna take place, all the lawsuits back and forth with True Leave and all the other, like everything. And there is a battle taking place in New York right now, and that's why it's like, all right, battle it out. And once the war is, once everyone is slain, a guy like Stone Ninja will ride in and be like, I'll scoop up one of these, or I'll start one of these up now that like the dust is settled and the path is clear. But yeah, you've done, I don't want to say a lot of work, but you frequent New York a lot. So I'm just kind of curious, so, like, why would you rather be in New York than LA? Do you see something in New York that's like, I want to take advantage of this emerging market? Or is it just something about all your travels there where you're like, good opportunity?
It's just one of those things. Like if you just look at a global level, right? Even for example, in movies, what states do you normally see the most, or cities? California and New York,
Yep, LA, New York. Yep.
San Fran,
Sprinkling in
LA,
Chicago every once in a
New
while,
York,
but
yeah, a little
yeah.
Chicago. But those are the dominant states you see, um, and they kind of set the trend for the rest of the nation, if not the rest of the world. So being in those spots, I'm already in LA. Going to New York would be nice to solidify there. So it's absolutely coast to coast. And then from there, a lot of London connects to New York. So then it's international from there. And
Like
then
I
the
hear you.
international flows.
He's connecting the dots worldwide, which is fucking dope because it is smart to actually think about. I just saw, I think it was Germany that just went full legalization. So
Hmm.
it's like, not only
Yeah.
is it state to state out here, but there's European countries, that are not being knocked down like dominoes. So it's smart to look at that angle.
Yeah.
Um,
Germany, wie geht's, Hund?
What's up with your thoughts on like seed distribution? I'm curious on how things are changing because typically seeds have been sold most of our lives either online through seed banks or at trade shows in
Mm.
person from the breeders or their breeders rep. I have a sneaking suspicion that we are in short order. We are going to start to see more brick and mortars and the grow store is starting to carry all of the breeders or all of the seeds, and you will go to the grow store to get your products. But I know it's something you've been dabbling in a little bit. Like, what's your thoughts
Hmm.
on seed distribution and the future of it?
What I see happening, and just what I've seen and heard whispers in the background on the other side of the table, so to speak, is you're gonna have distribution, right? You already have seed banks. These seed banks are gonna become, and this is, people should take notes on this shit. Seed banks are gonna become seed distribution, and with that, some of those seed distributors are gonna be headhunted or become part of a different type of distribution. So from there, they're going to be on inventory when people are doing sales for hydro supplies or whatever. So that'll be the direct way. So that, moving forward with how things are now, you're still going to have the events and have people pop up with booths and sell seeds and stuff and solicit. But for the most part, uh, the longevity of most breeders, it's going to be held in the hands of big distribution unless you create
Yeah.
your own seed distribution and bank like that, which definitely I think should happen with a lot of the big breeders or a lot of
Yeah.
the more popular breeders. I think they should really sit down and think business wise, put all the ego and shit to the side, and think of just their own longevity and create something that offers this to everyone, so the other guys aren't taking from all the breeders, because it's already a pain in the ass to do wholesale. So now if you're doing wholesale distribution rate, like, okay, the breeder is going to end up making 20% out of the 100% of what's being handed off at the end of the day.
Yep.
And some of the breeders, like, they're cool with that. They could afford it. And some of the other guys, they can't bite that. They can't take that,
That's,
so
it,
that's gonna separate a lot of people.
I was gonna say it kind of already happens with some of the bigger breeders. It's just not really talked about. I'll use DNA Genetics for example because I like DNA. They're good guys and they've been around for so long, but they have true worldwide distribution. And I've mentored a lot of things off of DNA, and I work with their distributor, one of their distributors in Europe, very closely. And I just remember him kind of telling me like the DNA will literally be making somewhere around the tune of like 70 cents, 35 cents, 70 cents a seed. But then you see that seed pack in a store in like Spain or in Amsterdam or Holland or somewhere, literally in a store for a general tourist to come in and buy. And then it will be somewhere around $120 to $160 or something like that. So it's like, while you might look at DNA and be like, wow, these guys are just absolutely crushing it or whatever. It's like, they completely are because they do volume, baby. They do numbers. But at the same time, it's just like, they are not taking home the 160 that you think that they might, or even a fraction of the 160 euro that's being sold for these high dollar packs or whatever. Like, it's not that in every instance. If you're direct to consumer and stuff and you do drops and, you know what I mean? Like you can do very well different ways. But when you become a large scale seed distributor, the price is where you eat off the pennies of it. You know what I mean?
You're making money on volume. That's that.
Which is
you have to
the future of seed sales. So why I believe there always will be a home, I don't want to say home grower or a home breeder, but hobbyist breeders, small batch breeders that will be online selling their drops, doing hype shit. That'll always exist, but in small form, because eventually, and I hate to say this, you'll probably see 4 to 5 companies emerge that are the mainstay seed companies that are in every hydro store. Somewhere along those lines, like it's gonna kind of be monopolized or solidified in some way as far as large scale distribution, because these distributors, like you mentioned, these seed banks aren't going to want to work with 27, 30 different breeders. They're going to want to work with like 3 or 4 and promote the heck out of them for their best line. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Play this clip back in 10 years and maybe I'm an idiot, but it's something that I think about, like the future of seeds, seed sales, seed distribution, and at large scale.
Yeah, the volume, dude. That's where it's gonna. That's why you see a lot of these weird knockoff seed companies just sending every store just a giant box of bullshit.
Yeah, the ABC is a fake seed. The white label, a thing. Like those companies buy seed in bulk in the tune of like 500,000 seeds, 6, 7, 800 million seed, 2 million seed, like a barrel, a 55-gallon drum of seed. So like, yeah, like it's all about volume to them. So a few cents a seed is selling 500,000 of them and churning through them. That's a different business model, a completely different business model. But you see in that a little bit at the hydro stores now, where you kind of see the Crop King shit and all that stuff. Is like they're already being. I already see Crop King catalogs in every hydro store in Colorado, and that's really no one's fault but my own for not having my own fucking catalog in every hydro store in Colorado. But I look at it, I'm like, damn, like these guys are going to have a giant cardboard cutout display in every hydro store before long. They'll beat most, and we're already seeing this happen where deals are happening. But I suspect it'll be the largest companies as
marketing.
Always. Yeah,
whoever has the dopest marketing, and then from there they just got to hope their product holds up half-assed to keep up with their marketing.
For sure.
That's it.
Word. What am I forgetting? Anything you want to talk about, or it's kind of like I got written down. What do you got, bud?
Man, I don't know. Shit, I just
we're towards the end. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm just wondering if you got anything you want to chat about before we get out of here.
No, not too much. Just I don't know. I'm just dude, the new clone nursery from Growers Choice.
Yeah, tell me about that, dude. I saw you post about it.
That thing is fucking dope, bro.
So explain it, because I was confused. Is that a whole like encased like tent kind of thing?
You build the racks, right? 4, 8, 12, 16 trays, clone domes you could fit in there. Each one has 2 strips of lights that you could totally change the spectrum and intensity on. You have it on a timer, so you could, have them all on different times. You could even remove like the bottom shelf and put teens in there, bro. and have like the bottom light more intense than the top, or have it reversed. You could put the teens on top and clones on the bottom if you want to do it like that. It's on wheels. It has its own little mini tent cover with ventilation, little in and out. And then on the bottom part of the tent slides to where it sits on top of the bottom shelf. So it's like, what I mean? It's like a tent bottom. It's fucking dope, dude. And then the controls. There's a whole control, so you could plug in like a humidifier and fans and have it on control. So when you need to regulate your situation, it'll be automatic.
Hell yeah. Does the lights actually get built into the shelf?
Yeah, dude, they're on the bottom. Well, they're attached to it. You can remove them if you wanted to.
Yeah, still, that's fucking sick. Shout out Growers
It's
Choice.
sick.
We love Growers Choice. I know they fuck with Ninja hard. They fuck with us. They hooked us up incredibly fat. So we love Growers Choice, and they're innovators and cool new products. And Ninja gets to always debut the new cool toy prototypes. Is this available for regular people yet, or are you just special?
Yeah. I saw it the first time at BizCon, and I was like, dude, that thing is sick. He's like, if you want one, dude, you want to try it out? We'll send you one. I was like, dude, you already fucking know. I was like, send me two. Shit.
I'm gonna
So,
have to hit up the homies.
dude, to me, it is a must have, bro. Because even then, like, you do the numbers, you could put around 1,000 clones in there. And then if you transplant, you could put 18 square pots or solo cups in a tray and have those little babies going. You could pop seeds in there. It's mobile, so you could fucking lug it around. I get smash it in my shanty town of fucking tents and grow boxes back here and just pull it in and out when I need to.
Hell yeah,
It's dope.
Versatile.
It's dope.
You could use it for all kinds of different shit. So I love
And
it.
and yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a $2,000 situation. It's only like around $1,000.
Hell yeah.
It's dope.
Check them out, everybody. Growersc.com. Growers Choice. Hook it up.
Yeah, I don't get anything from it. I'm just stoked, legitimately stoked on the equipment. I think it saves a lot of space. It saves a lot of space, and it's efficient. It works great.
How's the dojo coming? The nursery. If you guys don't know, Stone Ninja got the dojo, the nursery going. You guys moved tons of clones and all kinds of shit. But yeah, how's
right
dojo?
now we have to downsize the homie. So I'm just kind of like the face and the guy that acquires a lot of the cuts. The homie is the guy that actually runs it.
Totally.
So he controls the nursery, all the emails, all the orders. So his mom has been sick the past couple months. So what has happened is we're now kind of like downsizing. He hasn't moved back with his mom, basically. He just literally just finished moving a couple days ago. But we're downsizing. I think for right now, we're just going to do fresh cuts or cut to order.
Gotcha.
So you put in your order and we can root them and get them out. But yeah, I know he got bombed on, dude. Like there's a lot of orders, and with everything going on, he has a lot of irons burning, like a lot of irons on the kettle. So
totally.
There's some people that
first, always, guys.
Yeah, it's just hectic, and I get his grind. He's a fucking great dude. So yeah, just getting through, trying to do the customer service, making sure everyone's happy, getting refunds out to people that want refunds if they want refunds. But that's about it. Just getting people up to date on that. And yeah, sorry anyone that's upset, but life happens. We're not here to burn anyone. We just want to make everyone
sometimes
happy.
I feel like people forget that there's a real person on the other end of these websites, these small seed company websites or these clone nursery websites or something. There's a real person under this. This shit isn't like a corporation. It's not Amazon. Like if they've been around for a while, it's because they're solid people and they're trying to, they're going to get you what you're going to get, but their real life shit happens sometimes. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I don't know. Like I've been on both sides. I've been pissed off, like where the fuck is my shit? And I've also been like, can everyone just cool out for just a second? Like I got to deal with some real life issues right now, but I will get to it. So yeah, I don't know. We have cannabis, everyone. Just have faith, take a puff, write a nice email. You'll be surprised like what will happen.
We got you covered. Promise. We're not here. We're not gonna burn you, dude. We got you covered.
Anything you want to shout out, drops or anything else, anything coming up, or tell people where they can find you, all your stuff. You got 7 Instagrams because they don't let you post just like us.
Man, dojoseedco.com, Dojo Seedco on IG and also on Twitch. For Stone Ninja on Kick and Twitch and YouTube. As far as IG, I think it's _ Stone Ninja is the one that's still alive, and then Dojo Seedco. Those are the two main accounts. Everything else is kind of like the backup apocalyptic account or a troll account. So
I'd say before you get out of here, I got to ask you, how's your streaming life going? Because this whole show, if you don't know, if you're a fan of Dark Horse Live, this whole show is inspired because of Ninja. Ninja came over and showed me what streaming is and shit, and I was like, dude, that's kind of cool. And I would have never done this if Ninja didn't sort of show me what it was. But
my bad.
I don't know. I've watched you exactly. I've watched you, explode on Twitch. Twitch hates you. I've watched you jump to Kick. I've watched you jump to YouTube. All these platforms fucking hate on Stone Ninja, even though he's the man and has cool content as fuck. But they don't really want to partner you. They don't really want to let you. I don't know. You're shadow banned as fuck as we are.
It's just envy. All those higher ups, they want to smoke like me and live the lifestyle, but they can't. So they try to shit on my parade, but it's all good.
Where are you streaming mostly these days? Are you still Twitching it for the most? I know you kind of spread it out. Or where can people catch you more? YouTube or Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch, YouTube. I'm working on it. I've been saying that for years now. I suck at YouTube. I'm sorry, everyone.
I've been seeing you got shorts and shit. Like you got.
I do. So now I have a buddy, Smoking Good. He just volunteered to start uploading shorts for me. So you'll probably start seeing some shorts of video game stuff if you're into it. Yeah, on Twitch it's just straight degenerate fuckery. We just smoke weed, talk shit, play video games.
Ninja's the best shit.
Virtual hangout.
Is the best shit to put on in the background. Like if you're doing work, you're transplanting, you're doing garden work or whatever, you're making dinner, like I don't know, just kicking it. Throw on Stone Ninja in the background and feel like a homie's chilling with you smoking because he smokes nonstop.
So. I would appreciate it. We always try to get like 100 viewers or more, right? That's always the goal. That's usually less than that, but yeah, I appreciate everyone that's there. It's free to follow. If you want to subscribe, that costs money, but on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free.
Yeah, everybody's got Prime, and most people don't know this shit, but you should go to Twitch, you should go to Stone Ninja's page, and with your Prime account, you don't have to do anything. You go to subscribe, and you go to the very bottom of the subscribe, and you click use Amazon Prime for sub, and you get a free sub right there, and hooks Ninja up every single month. Ninja gets some fucking bones on that, which is amazing. So if you have a Prime and you're not using it to somebody on Twitch, that's like free money someone could have. So everyone,
you already paid for it.
Yeah, pick somebody on Twitch and go give them that free sub. But that's somebody you should pick.
Either sub to Dark Horse or me.
Ninja.
That's it.
Do Ninja.
No one else.
There.
You don't tell them any option. You sub to
free to Amazon. Everyone's got Amazon free.
Yeah.
All right.
Sub to Dark Horse or me. That's it. Fuck everyone else.
All right, with that, we're signing the fuck off. If you didn't know, the end of this show is the soulful sounds of Stone Ninja. So yeah, we will end it here and play Ninja's Ultimate Jam, which will probably live on forever, dude. I don't know if you'll know this, but they'll probably play this shit at your funeral because
every time I go to Colorado, they're like, "Dude, Gay Parrotfish fucking tight, man."
Everybody just knows, man. Everyone out here knows the end of the Dark Horse Live is Ninja with the jam. Everyone in Colorado knows this by heart. I guarantee you. But yeah,
we'll have a mass singing one day for sure.
Thanks again for coming on the show, bro. Good to see you. Good for the check-in.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, we'll do it again shortly, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody out there, we're gonna sign off. Thanks everybody for watching, and same bad time, same bad channel next week. Oh, before I go, my man Dutch. You guys got to go follow Dutch. I'll do it from here, so Ninja doesn't have to sit.
Support your homies.
Yeah.
Support your homies.
Everybody go follow Dutch Sensi. I believe I have his thing here. I want to show it. Forgot him last week. He's our man. You cannot be forgetting Dutch. Right there. Dutch Sense or Dutch Sensi. It's actually Sensi, but Dutch is a super sick streamer and scientist, even though I can't say that legally probably or get him in trouble. But Dutch is the man. He's a hobbyist cannabis breeder. He's a massive seed collector. He's a grower. He's a fan of the show. He's a sponsor of the show. But more than anything, he's a friend and he's the man. And you guys should literally check out his channel. The man is all about predicting earthquakes, when they let him stream, the actual government a lot of times fucks with this man. When they let him stream, he can literally look at the flow of the Earth's magma and crusts and underground seismic activities, and he'll tell you where the next big one's coming. So you can be prepared. He tells you kind of bug out kits, the bags you kind of need to build. Make sure you got your cannabis in your bug out bag in the event of the big one. So yeah, not only that, he's got conspiracy kind of stuff. He finds secret bases on military ocean underground water stuff and asks what happened here from Google Earth. I'm telling you, Dutch is a rabbit hole that you need to go down. He's a friend. He's the man. Go follow Dutch on Twitch and on YouTube. He's got way more subscribers than this channel, and he's way cooler than this channel. So I don't know what he's doing messing around sponsoring this channel, but we love him. So everyone, if you don't know about Dutch, most of you already do, please go follow the man. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. That'll do it for the show this week. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. Thanks again, Stone Ninja, for sitting in tonight. Appreciate you. Peace.
Little pale gay fish, come sit on my shoulder today. Little gay parrot fish, sit on my shoulder today and make me a fried shrimpy dish with some soy sauce. Super fried egg roll, triple fried fried rice, triple fried rice, baby. 2 for 1 egg roll, super triple fried rice, triple fried rice, baby. Don't forget the soy sauce. Chan chan chan.
There's my gay fish song, dudes. What?